All moms come in different sizes, but I like my plant like I like my women, short with that wide and fat bottom. When the mother plant gets too tall, you gotta lose that fear to cut her back. Instead of growing the plant and cutting the bottom like you would normally when growing to harvest, we need to cut the tops down to encourage the plant to branch out at its lower nodes. So basically, as long as there is healthy green foliage growing below your cut, you are good to just cut down to as little as you need. Just leave a little stub above where the next nodes are so the stem doesn't split or dry down into the lower branches. You can cut the main stem, or you can cut down parts of branches if they're too long. The process is basically the same. Once you find where you're going to be making your cut at and you sterilize whatever it is you're cutting with, it's pretty good to just cut it at a 45-degree angle. It's to let moisture slide off the wound rather than pooling on top, which protects it from mold and fungus infections. After that, your mom is probably in a state of shock, so just let her chill for a while and kind of keep her dry by cutting back some of your water. The plant doesn't consume as much water because you just removed like a fuck ton of stuff most likely, so this means diluting or dialing back the strength of your nutrients if you're vertigating, and turning down or raising your lights a little bit until those new growths come out and flourish. After that, just make sure you're cleaning up everything and maybe throw out, compost, or use those cuttings as clones, But if you're gonna do this, make sure it's all at once rather than small bits over a long period of time. It's like torture to her, and she'll constantly be in a state of shock, and it just won't be good for you. But that's not the only way to do it. There's low stress training, or LST, which normally involves bending or slowly pulling the main stem down to allow the others to come up. It's the exact same thing. Some people use trellis nets to spread out all the growth horizontally. The environment you grow in is also crucial for determining height. If your grow lights are too far away, the plant's clones will be long and flimsy, which isn't what we're looking for. That's because of the inverse square law, which is light intensity dropping off the further it travels. That's the basic version of it. Moving the light a few inches closer can double the amount of photons or energy hitting the plant. So you can look up what the light ranges and intensities are for the vegetative stage that your mother plant should be at, and make sure it's for a photo period, and use the lower guideline as a baseline. And pay attention to if you need to change based on how fast or tall she's growing, because all of this is also strain specific. Getting even deeper into the weeds though, DLI, or daily light integral, measures the total amount of light a plant receives over a whole day. So thinking about your light schedule, if you have an 18:6 tent, your DLI will be lower at the same intensity and height than a 24-hour tent. Not to mention that a 24-hour tent would constantly be pushing new growth anyways, so you may want that, you may not want that, depending on how many clones you're trying to get, But if you're a maniac, cannabis plants use specific colors of light to control their shape. So some refer to this as photomorphogenesis. So red wavelengths stimulate the gibberellin hormone that basically tells the plant to stretch. Blue light, between 499 and 500 nanometers, does the exact opposite. It activates the cryptochromes, which are light receptors that suppress stem elongation. So under heavy blue light, the internodal spacing becomes very small, and thus the plant is shorter, bitch. That's all I got. If you got any other methods that I haven't heard of, let me know. But if you disagree with this, let me know, because I'm always trying to learn some new stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to do a video maybe every Monday, something like that. That's what I'm thinking of. I don't know, but my grow's going good. I got new footage. This is kind of old footage, but just doing the thing, man. Growing some good bud. You can see on the lower bits of these plants in the footage right now that it's just it needs a little bit more stuff. So I figured that out, and the plants are looking really healthy now, especially in the flower tent. But yeah, that's all I got. Subscribe, lick my balls. See you later. Lucha time.